Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's the article. Okay, 22 signs that Barack Obama is transforming America into a version of a North Korea. Okay, if there's if there is one country in the world that you would live in, it would be North Korea. Unfortunately, the United States of America is becoming more like North Korea. With each passing day, North Korea is a totalitarian police state, hellhole where the state rules supreme. The larger is leveraged, is that worshipped, no dissent is turned, and the government microcom everything. America is supposed to be the opposite of that, but now Barack Obama is implanting his vision of change, and he is promising to emerge in the remaking of the nation and to transform it. Break my break is that break my break? Break by break. A tremendous cult of personally has been built up around Obama, and under his leadership, the U.S. government has become larger and more represent than ever before. But do we really want to change America so that it's more closely removes totalitarian regime such as North Korea, Communist China, the Soviet Union, and Nazi Germany? After all of those regimes have a nightmarish history of brutally and death. Even today, there are starving North Koreans that are eating their own children. Is that really where we want to end up as a nation? Then it says read more, but I want to read the other one here. America is being systematically transformed into a totalitarian society. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, if someone were to ask you for an example of a totalitarian society, how would you respond? Most Americans would probably think of horribly representers regimes such as the Soviet Union, Nazi Germany, Communist China, East Germany, or North Korea. But the truth is that there is one society that has far more rules and regulations than any of those, I guess, other countries ever dreamed of having. In the United States today, our lives are governed by literally millions of laws, rules, and regulations that govern even the smallest detail of our lives. And more laws, rules, regulations are constantly being added. On January 1st, thousands of recent new laws went into effect all over America, but most Americans have become so automatic to the mixture of control that has been consumed all around them that it does not even bother them when even more rules and regulations are pulled into place. In fact, a growing number of Americans have become totally convinced that freedom and liberty must be tightly registered for the good of society, and that the free market is, in I think, dangerous on the national, state, and local levels. Americans continue to elect elitist control freaks that are very eager to tell all the rest of us how to verify every aspect of our lives according to this name. The following is one of the ways that the word totalitarian is defied of our relating to a political regime based on of an individual to the state and strict control of an aspect of the life and produce captivity of the nations, especially by measures, and that is exactly what we are witnessing in America today. Nearly all aspects of our lives and the economy are very tightly controlled by a bunch of control freaks that just keep tightening that control with each passing year. We still like to call ourselves the land of the free, but the truth is that we are being transformed into a totalitarian society unlike any the world has ever seen before. Where will we end up eventually if we keep doing down this road? Okay, click on more and see what it says. Keep going down this road and transform down this, eventually going down this road. If you still believe that America is free, just consider some of the things that are legally in America today. Starting on January 1st, it is now legal to make or import 75 even light bulbs anywhere in the United States. It is legal to contract run water that falls on your own property. Then it goes on. But anyways, I want to... So where's the other one? Okay, we're the totalitarian. 19 signs that America is being suddenly transformed into a giant... That's it. Surveillance grid. That's the one I wanted to read. Like, there's so much here. They really do want to implant microchips into your brain. 19 examples how control freaks are killing America with their complete regulation, restraint, or whatever. They want to seize American women. Sterling won't cost women a penny under Obamacare. It's crazy. Yeah, about the brain thing. Okay, let me see if I can read it fast. Okay. Are you ready to have a microchip implanted into your brain? That might not sound very appealing to you at this point, but this is exactly what the big pharma companions and the big technology companies have planned for our future. They are pumping millions of dollars into reaching cutting-edge technologies that will enable implantable microchips to embrace our health and our lives. Of course, nobody is going to force you to have a microchip implant into your brain when they are first brain implants will be marked as revolutionaries, break thoughts that can address diseases and that can enable the disabled to live normally lives. When the benefits of such technologies are determined to the general public, soon most people will want to become super able. Just imagine the heap that will surround these implants. When people discover that you can get rid of your extra weight in a matter of days, or that you can download an entire collection course into your memory. This is crazy. Like I said, these people want to take the place of God in just a matter of hours. The politicals for this kind of technology are endless, and it's just a matter of time before having microchip implants into your brain is considered to be quite common. What was once science fiction is rapidly becoming reality, and it is going to change the world forever. Yeah. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is this one here. 19 signs that America is being systematically transformed into a giant surveillance grid. But you see that? Because I did a video on that before, where scientists are developing a microchip, a special chip that will be able to make people skinny. It makes them not as hungry as they are. And like this other stuff, they can automatically download stuff into their mind. This is crazy, people. This is literally insane. But yet, that's what they want to do. Control. You see, they don't tell the people what it's about. Because once they have that microchip in them, they can control them. They can make them into a robot. They will do what they say. They will follow their orders. Do this, do this, do this, do that. And they will do it. They won't even have a free will. They just control them. They change their thoughts. They do this, they do that. And so on. They get all the information. It's crazy. This is literally insane, people. Okay, 22 signs. Yeah. So, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. So, remember what's really going on. Because this is all part of the one world government coming into play. And this is what they're doing. Like, you know what? I was thinking to myself, explain to me, because the United States owes China over $65 trillion, and yet you have all these tornadoes happening in Oklahoma and all these other places, all the damage that is done. Explain to me, how in the world are you going to pay for that damage when you cannot even pay your debt to China? You can't. And believe me, the tornadoes that have happened, that's affecting the economy big time. Big time. That's why very soon the United States dollar is going to collapse. And so many people are not in for it. It's going to come when they least expect it. They may wake up and find out, boom, the economy's collapsed. What do we do? That's why whoever's listening to this right now, may you store up food and water, because this is for sure to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but all the signs are there. Because history shows that you cannot continue printing more money and more money and more money and more money that you don't have. That's what Germany was doing before they went into bankruptcy. They continued printing more money, until the currency became useless. The money was useless. It was no more value. It was worthless. There was a guy that had all his retirement money. It was in a wheelbarrow. He couldn't do a thing with it. And that's how Hitler came into power. They were crying out for relief for anyone to come into power. People were crying for anyone because they were starving to death. We see the same press down through history. And that's exactly how the Antichrist is going to come into power. This world is not going to get better. This world has to be in chaos and calamities, catastrophic events, for the Antichrist to come in and say, I have the answer to the problem. And that's how they're going to bring their new world order into being, one world government, you name it. So this is what's going to happen. It's going to get more worse and more worse as time goes on. Countries, nations, cities are going to go into poverty, you name it. Bankruptcy, it's going to happen. And that's what their main plan is. The Rothschilds are in control of all the banks. That's why it's going to happen. So this is all I got to say. So this is all I want to let you guys be aware of what's going on. Because so many people are not aware of what's going on. Like the article was saying. They're so accustomed to it that they don't see anything anymore. They're just used to it. It's like, to them, it's normal. But it's not normal. But so many people don't know the truth about the government. So whoever's out there, may you continue exposing the government, their criminal activities that they're doing, because history proves that the government has killed its own people. But before they killed them, they confiscated them of their firearms, and so on. But anyways, for those of you, you know what I'm saying, you know the truth about history. Nazi Germany, Joseph Stalin, Mao did it, and even Mao said the political power comes out of the barrel of a gun. Like, I can go on with Lenin, like, it goes on and on and on. But this is the takeover. This is all going to happen by the Antichrist, where everyone's going to become one. They're going to unite humanity into a global community, and their next step is a total cashless society. That's what's coming. So this is all I got to say. And God bless you all.